Hey everyone, how's it going? Chris from the Blu-ray Critic, and on today's update I'm reviewing two brand new releases on 4K put out by Paramount Pictures in anticipation of the new Tomb Raider film that's set to debut in theaters relatively soon. And of course, these two films are the original Tomb Raider movies with Angelina Jolie. So I got Lara Croft Tomb Raider and also The Cradle of Life. And it was really cool to check out these films once again, but of course this time around on 4K. And these are just fun popcorn action flicks with great locations, fun action sequences and whatnot. Total blast of a time. And as far as my opinion, if it's worth the jump to 4K, of course it is, because you are going to see a significant difference. But first film, for some reason, the picture just looked a bit darker than usual. And I don't know if that's thanks to the HDR or the Dolby Vision. And yeah, both of these films contain both HDR and Dolby Vision, which is great. But yeah, the first film just seems slightly dark. But other than that, it's a really nice looking presentation. Also has, of course, the grain intact, but it's not overpowering. Both films have the grain intact, but it doesn't overpower the image itself. Black levels look really nice, and you get a young Daniel Craig in the first film. This is, of course, pre-007 days. So it was really cool to see him, and of course, Angelina Jolie's dad, John Voight. And I always bump into John Voight near my house. There's like this cafe that he goes to and, either has lunch or breakfast. So periodically, when I see him, I always wave to him. He always waves back. He's seen me for the last 10 years, so we're basically the regulars at this diner. But anyway, both of these films are 2K upscales to 4K. They were filmed on 35mm prints, and they were, of course, upgraded to 4K for this release. And I always felt that Angelina Jolie did a great job playing Lara Croft. Although I gotta admit, though, I was a bit skeptical at first when they first announced this film back in the day that she's gonna be the lead. Because, these films were based off the famous video game. They were just hugely popular back in the day. But yeah, she literally knocked it out of the park. So anyway, as far as special features for these 4K releases, the only features you get on a 4K disc is a commentary track for both of the films by the directors. So yeah, all the other extra material, you have to check them out on the regular Blu-ray, which contain a bunch of great stuff, behind the scenes featurettes and, how they made the film, how they brought it to the big screen and all that good stuff. So if you're still debating if you should pick these up on 4K, I say go for it, man, especially if you can, find them for a decent price. But like I said, keep in mind, the first film just looks slightly dark, but other than that, it looks really nice, especially close-up shots for both of the films. They look really, really sharp. And yeah, the second film is not going to be as dark as the first film. So as far as picture and audio quality, I'm going to rate the first film a 4 out of a 5 for the picture and a 4.5 for the sound. And 4.5 for the picture for the second film, and also 4.5 for the sound. And both of these films features the DTS 5.1 mix. But I'm really happy what Paramount is doing. They're diving into their catalog titles and putting them out on 4K. Like they recently announced also Grease on 4K. So looking forward to that, which I believe is going to be restored. It's going to be a newly restored edition. So that's going to be tons of fun. But I still would like them to put some other films, not on 4K, but on Blu-ray. Like, for example, my guilty pleasure, man, A Night at the Roxbury. I grew up watching that back in the day. I was actually in high school in 1998 when that film was released in theaters. So it's just a fun film, slapstick comedy. And they also recently announced Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke on Blu-ray for the 40th anniversary. So that's going to be tons of fun too. So anyway, just wanted to put this review out for you guys to let you know my opinion for both of these films on 4K if they're worth the jump. And these are set to debut on February 27th, 2018. So you can definitely pick them up either in store, like Best Buy or whatnot, or online, wherever you can find them. In the meantime, thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you guys soon in my next update. Take care.